My hair is going crazy right now. All the pros of going for walks. Hey guys, me again. I hope you're all having a good day, and it seems to be snowing at the moment, but it's not that cold. That's odd. Anyways, so today's video is going to be about my Asperger's, as I figured I wanted to have you guys get to know me a little better. And like I said in the last clip, the wind is pushing my hair all up in my face and it's not really enjoyable, but hey, don't really want a haircut at the moment because I quite love it. I'm going to keep that in. I quite like having long hair. So I hope you guys stick around and get to know a little bit more about me. So, I think the first thing people think of when it comes to Asperger's or autism or whatever is our social skills. And I think as far as people on the spectrum go, my social skills aren't actually that bad. I can socialise with other people, as proven by the fact that I work, or actually I don't have two jobs anymore because my contract finished at my other one, but both jobs were very social orientated. I had to talk to a lot of customers, a lot of people I didn't know, and you'd think that someone like me would struggle really bad with that because, as I said, autism and social skills, they're kind of like, you know what I mean. So I think that I did quite well and continuing to do quite well. And don't get me wrong, there are days where I find it difficult to interact with loads of customers because I might not know what to say, or as I've said before, I struggle to talk at times. And obviously that does happen at work sometimes, where I'll be wanting to tell a customer something or make a joke, and then I'll go to do it and then all of a sudden my words stop working. It's really annoying and it's quite frustrating for me because it then makes me feel like I'm an idiot or something like that. I'm not entirely sure if it's just my self-esteem or because stumbling over your words just does that to people, but I think aside from the occasional difficulty in social situations, I do relatively well. And I have had a few people tell me before that I do come across as quite normal. As you can see, I'm struggling to speak now. I have had, as I said, people tell me I come across as quite normal, and some people don't even realise I'm on the spectrum. But I think that's mainly because the last few years I've tried very hard to improve my social skills, my ability to communicate, like not even just with words but with body language, like movement of hands, eye contact, the usual social stuff that quote unquote normal people already know how to do. So yeah, it's like, just because you're autistic doesn't mean you can't learn these social cues and learn how to be good in social situations. Like, another thing that sort of comes under social stuff that like a lot of autistic people struggle with is like jokes, sarcasm and that kind of stuff. You've probably heard about that before, and I know for a fact that when I was younger I used to struggle to pick up on jokes and sarcasm. I used to be quite literal, so if somebody made a joke I would think they were being serious. And don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect now. I'll occasionally think that somebody's being serious when they're not, but even in situations like that I don't then respond in like the most serious manner, and I'll kind of like brush it off and just act relaxed about it because I don't like being serious. I like being laid back and just having things go easy. And yeah, as you guys have seen in my previous videos, I'm not a serious person by any means, but yeah, I have gotten a lot better at understanding jokes and sarcasm, and I've actually began to make like jokes and make sarcastic comments, just all in the name of humour. And yeah, I'm getting a lot better at that, and I feel like I'm rambling about that one specific point. So before this clip sucks, I shall move on to the next point. So where we may struggle in social situations, we then make up for it by what are known as special interests. Basically, what that means is when an autistic person finds something they're interested in, they'll go ahead and learn everything that they can about it and end up becoming really knowledgeable on that one specific subject. Where, for example, one person could know everything about rockets and could name every satellite that's currently in the sky or anything about NASA, or another person could tell you everything about one particular type of car. So for me, that would be Harry Potter. I've been a massive fan of the series ever since I was maybe 5 or 6 years old. I can't remember, it's been quite a while, and as a result I've become incredibly knowledgeable on it. I can tell you quite a lot about stuff that even predates the series, so that would be my special interest. So with Asperger's, I think the main thing we struggle with would be our social skills. Now obviously there'll be other things we struggle with too, like fine motor skills and things like that, hence why we're on the autistic spectrum. But I think things that set Asperger's apart from other autism diagnoses would be the fact that we don't have any delays in our language abilities, where we're not waiting for 3, 4, however many years before we start speaking. We also don't have any intellectual disabilities, but on the contrary, people who have Asperger's typically have average to above average intelligence, where, say, your classic autism, shall we say, you have anywhere from mild to severe intellectual disabilities, meaning that you'll struggle a bit more, say, academically, but that's not to then say that you can't become smart in your own way. You could be, like I said in the special interest section, you could be very knowledgeable about cars or rockets, or in my case Harry Potter, but that's just how autism is. It's a bit of a weird thing, but in my opinion autism is really good. Well, there's another thing I wanted to say about the difference between Asperger's and classic autism, so to say. So I think I said at the start of the video how Asperger's may or may not be given its own diagnoses anymore. I think it just comes under high functioning autism due to how similar they are, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't take my word for it. But like I said, I still class myself as an Aspie being short for Asperger's, because that is what I was diagnosed with, and I'm quite proud of that fact. Actually, I like being on the spectrum because it just means that I'm slightly different to everyone else, and that's okay. It's okay to be different. It's okay to have things you struggle with. It's okay to just think differently, really. So I know that I haven't covered everything about autism and Asperger's, but obviously I'm not a doctor. I can't list off everything that people with autism people with autism struggle with and all that. These were just a few things that I wanted to talk about, so you guys get a slightly better understanding as to what it's like being me, what it's like being on the spectrum. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else to talk about, so I hope you guys have enjoyed learning about this. And before I forget, I know that I haven't been uploading a lot of videos recently, but that's only because with lockdown there's not really much I can do, so I don't want to be making videos just for the sake of doing it, as that would suck. I want to have meaning behind them, like this one for example, because you guys are now learning a bit more about me, or the lockdown videos that I made where you learn a bit more, learn a few things on how to get through lockdown. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm struggling with my words right now, but so like I think I said in the last video about how I'm going to Hemsby soon. So between the 31st of May and the 4th of June, I'll be in Hemsby making an entire vlog about it. It's going to be awesome, but I'll try to make at least a couple more videos between now and then. But hey, like I said, I want to have meaningful content videos. So before I start rambling anymore about that, I hope you guys have a good day, and I shall see you next time. See ya.